pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Off-play action. Daniels forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give right side. It's Goodwin. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Hey, watch it,
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, it's Goodwin. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he spins past him and into space. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll run on 1st down. Goodwin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give right side. It's Goodwin looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8. Safe.
To throw on third down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Taking it about the 36. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Daniels under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on second down. Daniels trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Come on. 58, boys. 58. Come on. All day.
From the gun on third down. Moore. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. On first and 10, Moore. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On second down now, it's Goodwin, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. On third down, Goodwin. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Moore from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. On first down, it's Goodwin. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give, right side. Goodwin. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Check. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded just inside the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Goodwin. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Kill. Turn up.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brings up 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Gotta do better.
Moore operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Back to throw. Daniels feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Here we go. Time to
Here's Moore, looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Let's go now. Hey, no one. Anyway. Underthrow.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for two. More now. From the gun, he'll throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, watch the ball. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Good one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 33-yard line.
On your team.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Mike's 50, Mike. Check 31. Kill.
On third down, Goodwin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Trump.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Right here. Kill. Way strong. Bravo. 50 to Mike. Mike's 50. Man, that's trash.
They're going to try and throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gilbert. So certainly an interesting call there to go. Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Moore. Over the middle, it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bengals 18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, it's Goodwin, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. Daniels got his man complete over the middle. It's Pope, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now a give, right side. Goodwin. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Daniels. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Off the play fake. Daniels looking for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Moore. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.